can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
What's wrong, Lincoln? What's wrong,
First play produces 6 yards.
What?
Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
that
hey,
over
who's going to make a
Ross?
play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football in town. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Recovery.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Yeah, I was picked. I stopped running for some reason.
Picked off inside the 10. Wiggles free. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From just shy of midfield. Block. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Block. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Block on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun. Block.
Jesus.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
makes the score Broncos 7, Bears nothing. Sterling Hofrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side. Holiday. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes you
Find a spot to sit and be quiet.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Marshall. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Marshall. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st down, Holiday. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, Holiday. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Marshall. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
All you got to do is look.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to
The game just started, Nathan. And if you come down here again, you won't play until I leave for work.
He dialed things up, and boy, a big play result.
So leave your brother
You
alone.
like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Bears nothing.
Looking to throw. Marshall. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Marshall. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7.
What are you doing?
14. Bears 7.
Don't need to listen to you stomping down the stairs.
Game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Man, it's fast.
Field across the 45.
Of 21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Lock. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
On first down, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 yards there on a Denver first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Really?
And he will score.
That was slick.
Touchdown, Denver.
I ain't mad at that.
Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll run on first down. Holiday. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Marshall. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Off the play fake. Marshall. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw on second down. Marshall. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Marshall. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Off play action. Marshall. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Should have went to Robinson.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. For him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Marshall. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, Holiday. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Yeah.
A great effort there. with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Bears 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Not much there, only a yard.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Lock on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
What is with the flags? Oh my Lord.
The offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Holiday. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Off the play fake. Marshall. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
And 10 at the 1-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Block with a quick throw out to Judy.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Marshall. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Marshall. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice.
Where's this defense?
Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Block off of play action. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20.
That's bullshit.
And all the way home for
That's another bullshit catch off a tip ball in this fucking season.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
This play has not worked ideally. I've gotten picked.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
But I like the formation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Marshall, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Bears 31, Broncos 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The pass there complete to Sutton, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Shouldn't have been a linebacker on him.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet
Come
down?
on, Biz,
No,
you should have caught that ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
I'm going to run this ball and kill the clock.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop. Here's 2nd and
Come on, boys.
6 yards on that left. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And that'll set them back 5. One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's
unbelievable. He catches that ball.
And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen
this
many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point.
Misses. Miss this.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Unfucking real.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime. overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though,
where's my
don't
offense?
score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of...
He's got daylight past the 20, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
18 for 26. 3 interceptions. I gotta stop that. Four TDs on the ground. Little baby. Third down is terrible. Red zone.